Morning, everybody. How we all doing? How we all doing? Market just opened. Let's go. Let's go. How we all doing today? Welcome to another stream. Rough day yesterday, but we'll be back. We'll be back. Today we're really just right now in the middle of yesterday's price movement. I mean, yesterday was a crazy day. We traded strongly up, what looked like to be strongly up, crashed back down, worked our way back all the way to the highs. What is today gonna have in store for us? We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But right now we're having a strong little push down. Could be seeking these overnight lows as well, 42.45. That is my target. Let's go, Axe Pain. Let's go, baby squid. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I mean, we'll wait for some more people to get in before we get into some important things on the agenda. And yeah, as we were talking about, definitely looks like we're trying to get down to that 45.75 or 42.75. We also have some news in 30 minutes, so keep an eye out for that. Definitely got to implement a rule where I don't trade with only a couple minutes to a news announcement. Did that yesterday, got burned for it. Not very smart. Let's go, baby squid. Axe Pain, what are we gonna do, man? Good morning, Rev. What's going on? What's going on? Antonio Raimundo, ¿cómo estás? How you doing? I'm chilling, man. Okay, we got a couple more ticks to get to this low. And we're slowly getting down there. Slowly getting down there. Man, you didn't want to know what you missed, Rev. Had some bad trades. I mean, actually, no, I shouldn't even say that. So let's take a look. We had a couple losing trades, but honestly, I wasn't mad at what I was seeing. So, I mean, we got trapped right here. Went long right here. We had a nice two-legged pullback. And then we went short right here. A nice two-legged pullback. Short. It actually did work out for a 1-point scalp, but it was right after the news. This one was directly into the news. This one was right after the news, and we actually tried to go for a little bit more than 1-point scalp and got screwed. So we got trapped right there. And then we took a long right here, and it worked out on one of the accounts, and then one of the accounts accidentally didn't get filled with a limit order. So that account ended up getting filled as I was selling. So the other account did the opposite of what I meant to do. So one account took a win, one account took a loss. Then we were down a lot of money. Then I had a couple revenge trades after that too. Even off stream, I tried to still make some money back, but it wasn't the right move. But that's the tough thing, using two contracts for an account with only 2,500 of a trailing threshold. I mean, you could have one day and you can blow a lot of money. So, I mean, Apex is having a 90% off sale right now, so might cash in on a few more accounts. And that's the thing, when you get when you get to a paid performance account, I should have definitely just started using one contract as well. Lesson learned, lesson learned. How many times are we gonna learn the same lesson? But even if you're using one contract with only 2,500 of a trailing threshold, it's still a lot of risk. All right, and we are working our way down as we expected. So honestly, I don't know how much longer this downtrend will last. I mean, let's take a look at the low of yesterday. Low of yesterday, 42.42. We're basically right there. So honestly, it might be a point where we actually start working higher after we get that liquidity. But yeah, we trade for tomorrow. I don't know how much longer these PAs are gonna last. I already freaking lost so much money on them. But we'll see. We gotta go on a win streak. We gotta go on a win streak. That plain and simple. Overall P&L of the PAs, man, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. I mean, let's pull it up right here. Where is it? So the account balance, we got barely under $700 to work with on one of the accounts. One of the accounts we got like $800 to work with. So they're already in danger. They're already in danger. Marie Carmel Joseph. Marie Carmel Joseph. You know how many times I get that? We're always talking about that. I'm Clay. I'm the third Splash Brother. I'm the third Splash Brother. But moving forward, definitely want to have a rule in place where if I have 2 losses, step away for the day. Because honestly, we've seen over the last month, this method works. It's a great method. It's high probability. It can be profitable. But with that said, we're using these prop firms. So with that, you gotta just take care of the risk management. So it's all about the risk management. So I gotta limit the losses to only 2 losses, and I'll be done for the day. And also, I should have from the start just been using one contract. Even one contract with $2,500 to work with is risky, because say you take one losing trade, that's 4 points. That's $200 right there. That's nearly 10% of your capital. So we gotta work our way back. We gotta go in the comeback, baby. We're gonna have a comeback. I can feel it. But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough. Okay, and we took out the lows of yesterday. Let's see what we do now. All right, we're getting a second entry short right there. Can we get in on this? All right, we're filled. Can we get one more tick? One more tick? Okay, not bad. All right, that's one win. That's one win. We need 20 wins in a row, I swear. All right, but second entry short. It's what we look for. We're in this downtrend, seeking a new low. We had a break. Let's see what happens now. But literally, I was talking about it yesterday. The reason I was really mad wasn't because of the trades I took at all. I liked the trades that I took, but I mean, let's take a look at where we got burned. Take a look where we messed up, just as a learning experience for me and for everyone watching. So basically, oh man, what did I just do? What did I just do? Where did my EMA just go? Let's fix that. Go dark orange. Dark orange. 2-point width, 1-point width. That ain't enough. Okay, there we go. Man, we could have kept a runner in right now, man. How long? So we entered 4150. And man, we could still be in this trade. 4150. Probably would have trailed it right here if we continue working lower, but let's see. But let's go back to what I was talking about yesterday. So this is why every single trade is very important. So here, this second entry short right there, we went short 61.75, put our stop loss 66.25. So that's 4.5 points of risk. So that's $450 worth of risk to make $100. So it's a very high risk trade. That's why in the moment I tried to go for more than a 1-point scalp, even though that just actually added more risk to the trade. So it came down exactly, would have scalped out for 1 point. It would have been good. Instead, came back, took our stop loss. So it was a $550 swing right there, because instead of winning 100, we lost 450. So just right there, we kind of screwed ourselves over. But 21 on the EMA, was it not? It is 21. It's 21. Iced coffee. All right, let's see how much longer this downtrend can go for. Because even though we had a break, new low, it's definitely possible that the uptrend is just, or the downtrend is just like this. Honestly, this short would not have been a bad trade. This short setup right here is a lower high, third confirmation of this downtrend, and yeah, look at these prices go. I wish I had a runner at this point. Let's go, Rev. You believe in the comeback? I believe in the comeback. Let's do it. Let's do it. How low can we go? How low can we go? Honestly, I think we're probably just aiming for the low of 2 days ago. I mean, it'll be a crazy ask, but 42.13, I mean, it's about 20 points away. So right here, 42.13 from Monday. Let's go, Snake Eye. Let's go, Snake Eye. S and C fits better? What do you mean S and C? Spike and channel? We'll see how it plays out. I don't really see a spike here. It looks like a pretty valid channel to me. Let's go, Snake Eye. Nice entrada. It was a nice entrada. Man, but this is the power of a runner right here. So, if I was able to have a nice runner, I would have trailed it at this swing high, this swing high. Now I would have trailed it right here. So if we look, this would have been 42.33.5. We entered 41.5. So that would have been an 8-point runner. Maybe more if we keep going down. At least an 8-point runner. Okay, let's see if we take out this swing high. If we take out that swing high, it means we only missed out on 8-point move. Otherwise, it might be more. Could be having another second entry short. We'll see how we react to this this little trend channel. I'd rather wait for a test at this EMA to go short again. But let's see if we break above these swing highs right here. You're saying spike and channel like this. Might be what we have. What do you think? What do you think? Mr. Russell, is that what you have? All right, all right. Let's see. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, we had that first break of our new looking channel. We came back, took out these highs as well. Had a lot of stop losses here. Let's see what we do now. Let's see what we do now. A little tighter on the top side. A little tighter on the top side. Let's see. I think that's good. But keep in mind we have 8 minutes. 8 minutes till some news comes out, so that's probably why we're just very, very sideways, very stacked right now. Okay, we are getting a nice lower high here below the EMA. And let's see how this bar closes, but you'd be going short right into the lows in the middle of this congestion. So for me, I'm going to stay out. But let's see if it works out. Okay, this lower high right here. It's also a two-legged pullback. Looks like it's going to work out. And there we go. There we go. I just didn't like it. We had too many sideways bars right there. Too many sideways bars. All right, 6 minutes till some news comes out. 6 minutes till some excitement. You think it's low impact? I don't know. I don't know. It might be high impact. At least on Forex Factory, it says it's high impact. So I'm a believe it. I mean, I know it's Canadian, but still. Some news, you might not expect it to have an impact, and then it does. So better to be safe than sorry. So yeah, if you had taken this lower high right here, it would have worked out for, yep, barely 1 point scalp. Barely a 1 point scalp. Smash that like button. Let's make this epic comeback. I like that. I like that, Snake Eye. Let's do it. I mean, it's not all gonna happen in one day, but it's gonna happen. Okay, so if we look at this concise little downtrend, we did have a break. We got a new low. We basically just matched the low that we had made. So now it makes sense why we're starting to work higher. And what happens when we start working higher? We freaking draw our nice little uptrends. So going back, I mean, there's a couple ways we could have drawn this uptrend or downtrend. Something like this. Or the way we had it because of Mr. Russell, I think, which actually does look a little better because we have more confirmations on the bottom side of it. So we had the spike down and then we really started in this channel. So thanks for the advice. Thanks for the advice. All right, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let's see how high impact this news really is. How we doing, Snake Eye? What's going on? What's going on, Snake Eye? Okay, so I'm still expecting us to test that 42.36 level because we had this channel, we had a break. See if we come back, test that high. "20 seconds until this Canadian news." What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? So we did match this high. Here's that news. So look, it's having some impact. Definitely having some impact. And there it is. There it is. All right, and we make some new lows of the day. Look at that high impact news. Look at that high impact news, Russell. So now we clearly had a break. New low of this downtrend. There's two things that can happen now. We might start reversing, or like we were looking at on the daily, 42.13. 42.13 is a clear potential target. The low of Monday. And then all hell might break loose. Who knows? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if we're really gonna go that much lower though. Getting some stack bars here away from the EMA. Let's see if we come. Honestly, I'm looking at this point. I'm kind of looking for a reversal setup. If we push up through the EMA, can we get it? But let's also take a look. If it's possible that we might even be in a wider channel like this. Honestly, it all depends. It all depends on what we have right here. All depends on what we see at the EMA. Because we also don't want to ignore this strong push down as well. That's a micro trend in itself. And especially with the movement we've been seeing lately, I'm not doubting that this wider term channel could be a possibility. Especially because we haven't taken out these lows from 2 days ago. Either way, we're gonna be patient. Okay, so this is really our second entry short. We had a mini leg up here. Second leg up. Second attempt to go lower. Here's the failed second entry short if we continue working higher. So if we have a double trap, that's what I want to see. Unprof trader. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about that earlier in the stream at the start of the stream, but yeah, definitely should have just been scalping for one contract. I mean, at this point, we really don't have much to lose because we went down so much yesterday, but also I definitely want to implement a rule where if we have 2 losses, we're just out, done for the day. because yeah, that was too much risk for 1 day. 100%. I mean, even one contract with 2,500 of a trailing threshold is pushing it. It's still a lot of risk, because say you have one contract and you have 2 losses, and your each loss is 4 points. You're down 8 points. You're down $400. To go down $400 out of 2,500, what is that? 400 out of 2,500. It's like 15-16% for 1 day. That's a lot, and that's with one contract. So I mean, if we make our money back, when we make our money back and get back to roughly break even, that's when I want to switch to only using one contract. Okay, so we're respecting the price action rules again. We had this nice concise downtrend, had a couple legs up to the EMA, got rejected. Now we're making a new low. So my expectation is that, honestly, we're probably going to work down to that 42.13. That's my target. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the daily one more time. So 42.13 is here. I mean, after that, I mean, we're making some significant headway towards sub 4K. So we haven't been this low in a while. In the 4200s. So things are looking bearish. Okay, so it's an interesting spot here. We're at the EMA again. Basically, 2 legs up. Second entry long. Let's see if we get rejected and start working lower. But also, we're seeing if this wider trend channel is valid. So let's see. Yep, I totally agree, Andrew. That's why I'm for the people. I'm for the people. But yeah, I mean, everything's on display. If you're live streaming, everything's on display. What you're thinking about, what you're talking about, how you're seeing the charts, all in real time. So it's no BS. So if you guys like it, if you guys want to support me, hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. We got to run it up. I got my life on the line for you guys. Okay, we're getting a higher low above the EMA this time. And honestly, this little concise uptrend looks pretty strong. And also Apex just announced that they're doing a 90% off again. So if you've been waiting for a 90% off sale, now's your chance to cash in. You can get up to 20 paid performance accounts. And of course, if you do, help your boy Moo Moo. Got the 90% off code in my description. So if you guys want to support me in that way as well, use my code. Use my code. Get you right. I need to freaking blow my nose. I'm looking for some tissues. I got no tissues around me. But regarding the Apex 90% off sale, it doesn't happen too often where they do 90%. But when they do, a lot of traders get multiple accounts. So if you're one of them, now's the time. Now's the time. 90% off. I got my tissue. Okay, if we get a lower high here, that's what I want to see, because we had this nice uptrend, had the break, slight break, new high, attempt by the bulls to really push this market higher. And what happened? We weren't able to hold up above the EMA. So here's an attempt at a new high, or attempt at another push up, and it's just failing once again. I want to see us break above this green bar though. Man, we're sneezing. Okay, tried to go short there. I just didn't have my market order prepared in time. That's why, honestly, I like to just have my market order ready. But nice lower high. That's what we were looking for. It would have been a nice quick scalp, but went without us. Went without us. But officially now we've made a new low. And we've been working a bit sideways lately, so might officially be time to start eating back some of that downtrend. And there's that move. There's that final attempt to push the market higher. But if you also look at this, if you went short one tick below this signal bar, you would have went short 25.50. You would have barely got out. You had one tick to spare, and now prices look like they're working against you. What are prices gonna do now? What are they gonna do now, huh? Low bots. Let's go, let's go. Flowbots is in the house. If you guys don't know Flowbots, I don't know what you're doing. But that's how I'm trading multiple accounts. I'm using Replicanto. If you guys want to trade multiple accounts, it's a trade copier and they'll get you right. I also have a 20% off code for you. Mumu20 makes it easy. Okay, so it looks like we're making another attempt to go lower, but we're so sideways. I mean, at this point, I'm playing range rules. Looks like it might be time for a reversal. Do you think I will ever trade with my capital? I mean, I've traded with my capital in the past few months. I've only been using my own capital, and before, I mean, I only recently started. I guess recently, but I used to only trade with my own capital. I never even knew about prop firms, but if you want to scale up, prop firms are just a little faster at scaling up. So that's the main goal. I mean, I want to get back to those 20 accounts, man. I think we're gonna start working higher here. I'm gonna get my order prepared. If we break above this signal bar, I'm confident we'll start working higher. In 1, 2, 3, it's like a fourth confirmation of this level. Once again, I'm playing the range rules. Okay, we're in the trade. Got a little bit of slippage. No one likes to see slippage. See if we start working higher here. It is very stacked though, man. Very stacked. Yeah, honestly, a little too sideways to take a trade, honestly. But we're in it now. We're in it now. Last couple bars barely closed above the EMA, which is a good sign. Let's see if we end up flipping and making this a higher low. Can we make this a higher low? Okay, we need a couple more ticks, couple more ticks. Man, we're so freaking stacked right now. These are the trades you don't want to get in, where it's just so sideways and there's no real direction. But we are getting, I mean, we are getting a lot of support at these lows. Honestly, what might happen, we might come down, take our stops out, and then work higher. But let's see, we're still in it. We're still alive. We're still alive. Barely alive. Can we get some buying? Can we get some buying once again? Come on now. Let's take out these stops right here. Take out this one. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, sometimes you gotta sweat a little bit. Sometimes you gotta sweat a little bit, but, man, looking back, so many stack bars in a row. Best to probably not have taken that at all, but we did. Galeen. Yeah, we passed the eval. We passed the eval, so now we're on 2 PAs. But had a terrible day yesterday, so we're trying to make that back. We're trying to go on a little comeback. But basically what I saw here, we just had a ton of support at this area. We'd bounced once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Where when we got this higher low from here, I thought we were gonna work higher, and just took a little time to work higher. Got a little lucky, but looking back, the reason I shouldn't have taken this trade is because, look, there's literally just pure congestion, and that's why we saw some more congestion even after we were in the trade. Oh, my bad, Huncho. I didn't see that message. I was in that trade. Did I start out with MES or go straight to ES when I use my own capital? Man, I did everything that they tell you that you shouldn't do. I literally threw 10,000 bucks my first day trading. Didn't even do sim trading. Didn't even practice. All I did was watch some YouTube videos, and I was like, oh, this is easy. Let me start trading. I started out with like 5 contracts. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know A from B, from C, from D. I didn't know anything about risk management. All I knew was, okay, I have this trading method. Let me try it out. And started out with like 5 contracts. Was winning a lot of money some days, losing a lot of money some days. Eventually, I freaking blew all that money, and it led to a long cycle of throwing money at the markets, losing it, throwing money at the markets, losing it, throwing money at the markets, losing it. Then eventually, throwing money at the markets, winning it, throwing money at the markets, winning. Finally, like, winning back some of the losses that I had. And then I discovered prop firms. I'm like, okay, let me try prop firms. Let me not risk my own money. But prop firms is another game in itself. Like, it's another obstacle that you kind of have to deal with. Yeah, so now we're getting some movement. Now we're getting some volume. This was honestly the failed breakout we should have taken right here. It looks like a more aggressive trade, but in these tight consolidated ranges, that's actually what you want to look for. You want to look for the trades that are outside of the range, that are those failed breakouts. Or a higher low, but we didn't get a great bullish bar right here. Okay, so I'm still leaning towards us working towards 4230, simply because we're in this range. We had this downtrend. We had a clear break. Test at the new low. We're getting a lot of support. Man, we're just so stacked right now. What is happening, man? Also, we have to keep in mind that 30 minutes after market close, Mr. Jerome Powell is speaking, so could be why we're having a lot of sideways right now. So we're getting a higher low here, but it's way too big of a risk. I mean, that's 4-point risk, but also you're buying at the very middle of this range. It'll probably work out. We'd have to come up here, take out this high. All right, we're in it. We're in it. You know what? We're in it. There we go. Honestly, as I was speaking out loud, I saw, you know what? Actually, when you see those, that was kind of like a momentum swing trade, if that makes sense. When you see a bar close like that fast, it just means there's a ton of buying. And I mean, the fact that we were so sideways at the bottom, I mean, yeah, here we go. There's that push up. So that's that like momentum I saw. So you can use like order flow or bookmap, a bunch of other things to show you volume, but also that's a little bit lagging compared to what you see on this chart. That's why 2000 tick chart is very nice as well, because you can visually see like how quickly the bar is printing, which is all based on the actual transactions happening in the market. What's going on, Johnny? What's going on, Johnny? But 3-0 today. Nice little bounce back from yesterday. Might be, you're right, it might be the best option just to call it a day. And now here's a failed breakout of the top side of the channel. So let's see if we start working lower. I'm not going to take this short simply because I'm respecting this leg up. I want to see a clear break, test at this high, and then if we work lower, that's what I want to see. To go short, so now a lot of people, a lot of traders went short. They're about to get trapped. Yep. So one more tick and everyone who went short right here, they're going to get trapped. There you see it. There you see it. But now, you also got to be able to switch gears fast. If this range is indeed a range, we had this leg up, we had to break new high. We're at the top. Let's see if this breakout fails, and then we start working lower again. Price action trades by Josh. Walking away is the cool thing to do. Honestly, you're right. You're right. But if we get a beautiful setup, I'm gonna take it. If not, I'm gonna walk away shortly. But at least we made some money back compared to yesterday. But that's such an important thing in trading. That's honestly been my biggest kryptonite. Like, for 3 years, literally. I mean, I don't even know how long I've been using Apex at this point. I don't even want to look till I start freaking taking some payouts. But my number one thing is I can be profitable for weeks on end, weeks on end, weeks on end. And then I'll have like one day where I just freaking, I don't know. I just lose my mind and start having a couple losing trades, and I want to make it all back in one day, and then end up blowing all my progress from like the last couple weeks in one day. And you just go on a cycle. So to be honest with you guys, that's part of the reason why I'm live streaming. So I can kind of limit that, and I have you guys to hold me accountable to my rules. So yeah, Johnny, that's my new rule. I'm saying it right now. You guys hold me accountable. You guys help me out. If I have 2 losses in any day, I'm walking away. I'm walking away. So it's staring at you. But I say F you guys. Nah, man. I love you guys, bro. No, but seriously, you guys hold me accountable. Any 2 losses in one day, I'm stepping away. That's it. Yesterday was ugly. I'm freaking pissed. Not even because of the trades I took. I was confident in the trades I took. I'm still happy with the trades I took, but we just had one mistake. Instead of going for a 1 point scalp, tried to extend it. That was a $550 swing right there. Then just led to a cycle of some bad trades, and then even after the stream, I still took some losing trades. So that's that's the story. That's why I'm live streaming. You guys got to hold me accountable to not going crazy, because I mean, I think I'm a good trader. Like, I'm profitable when I don't have crazy days in the wrong direction. All right, we're getting a lower high here. If we work lower, I'm gonna get filled. Slow recovery, Snake Eye. You're right. You're right. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, we're in this trade. We're in this lower high. We had the failed breakout, came back. Nice lower high, below the EMA. Hopefully we can keep working lower. Let's see if we can. But we're gonna have to, they're making us sweat. They're making us sweat again. They're making us sweat. They're making us sweat. Man, we had to just get jinxed, man. What's up? What's up, F00? Oh man. So just wiped out our progress for today. One losing trade does that. But looking back, I mean, the one risky thing about this trade was that there was such a big stem. So, all right, there we go. A lot of traders got trapped right there. Man, oh man. That's another thing. I should have just walked away up 3-0, man. Bam, look at that. Look at that. You went long, Johnny. That was the smart move. That was the smart move. $50 retracement. You saw the 50% retracement? No, honestly, I should have abandoned the downward bias. I mean, yeah, we had that break of structure. Looks like we're working our way back up. All right, let's see what happens now. What's up, Tanner? What's up, Tanner? Nah, I know. That's true. That's true. But it's not I mean, it's not scalping 1 point that if you have one bad day, like it can throw you off. It's also like I shouldn't even be like I should have started these PAs only trading one contract, and even that would have been high risk. And then I also should have just implemented 2 losses, done for the day no matter what. But I didn't follow that. And then also, the reason we had a down day yesterday was actually because we didn't scalp for 1 point. We should have scalped for 1 point, but one of our trades, we tried to go for more. Instead of going up, we went down. And we went down in a big way. It was a very, very big risk. The bar was 4.5 points. So instead of going up 100, we were down 550, which was not pretty. Well, MES it's a little bit different. I mean, let's pull up the MES chart. But it's not as liquid as the ES, but also it's just slightly different style of trading. Yeah, the MES is different. Yeah, that's true, Tanner. I mean, that's why you can't have those losing streaks. Definitely. Is there any way to trade the MES on a ES chart? Nah, you got to be on the MES. I mean, I wouldn't even want to do that. It would be too complicated, I feel like. I mean, yeah, I'm sure with a trade copier you could do that, but the MES always isn't always at the same price as the ES anyway. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. You can do MES overlay on the ES, but you'll get ghost fills because they don't line up perfect. Yeah, I wouldn't even want to mess with all that. I mean, in a perfect world, yeah, I would definitely want to trade just five micro contracts. But because it's not exact and you you can have some slippage, that's not something I would want to deal with. $820 ticks on the MES. Oh yeah, this is the 2000 tick chart. 825 tick chart. Let's just pull up the 1000 tick chart. How about that? Well, that's the thing. It's never going to line up perfectly. No, for sure, yeah. If I was trading 5 micros, I would definitely have like 4 contracts as a scalp, 1 contract as a runner. But even then, like I just wouldn't be comfortable with trading another instrument based on what might line up with another one, like it's I don't know, it's too complicated for my liking. And it's never going to line up perfectly. I mean, yeah, this is the ES 2000 tick chart. This is the MES 1000 tick chart. It looks very, very close. But when you're dealing with 1 point scalps, like, you got to be precise. Calling it a day, Johnny. All right, man. Man, we're moving up. We're moving up. I got you, Tanner. I feel like it's just so complicated to do that, though. Okay, so we're basically at 50% of the overall price action of the day. Let's see how we react here. Man, I should have taken my 3 wins and left for the day. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? Make a rule 3 wins or 2 losses. I could. Then I'd be limiting myself on the upside. I've contemplated that, like three wins done for the day or 2 losses done for the day. But now we got a fresh start. Now we're at 0 again. Would I though? I don't know. Maybe it would be the opposite. It probably would be the opposite. Nah, I don't want to add more contracts. I want to limit the contracts. But now we're already so far down in these PAs where I gotta make this money back. Slow and steady. That's true. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Okay, we're having a nice, concise move down. Perfectly bounced at that midline. No, of course, Johnny. I know that. I mean, that's the goal. That's the goal, obviously. But I've contemplated it. Maybe, I mean, today I probably should have just stepped away. I should have just stepped away, 3-0. But got greedy, man. But honestly, at the time, I thought this was a good setup, but looking back, I mean, huge bar, big stem, and no reason to really be leaning short other than the fact that we had this failed breakout. And try out the Guardian Angel software, sets rules for you. Maybe. But I want to set my own rules. I want to set my own rules. Oh, it definitely is easier said than done. But man, you got to I mean, if you're going to be in this for the long term, you got to kind of just follow your own rules. But maybe I should. What is it called? Guardian Angel software. How much do you got to pay for that thing? $350? 350? Kidding me? I mean, at that point, I could just set my own rules and then write it down, and then if I break it, then I frickin' have to slap myself in the face or something. I don't know. Can you set up rules in Rhythmic? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, we're getting a potential long setup here. Got this downtrend, got the break, got the new low. And there's that there's that push up. We have a higher low above the EMA. That's the trade I want to take. Let's see who we trap here. Are we going to come take out this stop loss, 34.25, or are we going to take the highs out, 39, 38.75? Let's see. All right, peace out, Johnny. Have a good one. But a good rule would be 3 wins, done for the day, or 2 losses. 3-0. 3-0 would be good. Would have saved us today. Okay, so we're struggling here. We're struggling at the EMA. I'm biased towards the upside. You think limiting wins is a bad rule? I mean, it might be, but how do you decide? How do you personally decide when to stop? Okay, so we're getting a lower high here, below the EMA. All right, we're in the trade. See if we can take out these lows. But man, hopefully we can start working lower. But basically what I'm seeing is we had this double bottom. We had one attempt to go lower, second attempt to go lower. Now we're having a lower high. Nice bearish looking bar. Hopefully we got on the right side of this. All right, not a great trade. Not a great trade there. That's my 2 losses. I'm done for the day. All right. Peace out, y'all. Peace out. Gotta follow the rule. All right. Have a good one. I don't know what I was thinking going short here. Had this downtrend. That's why you don't bend the trend. That's why you don't that's why you don't bend the trend to what you see. Should have respected. We had the break, new low, the downtrend. No reason to even go short. But all right. That's enough. That's enough.